Hi, this is Nikki, and this video is about Extended Reach HomeMatch. In the video, I'll explain what HomeMatch is, how to launch it, how to use it, and how to work with the mapped results. Extended Reach can quickly and easily help you find available homes for foster children with the use of our proprietary tool called HomeMatch. A list of available homes is determined based on a child's age, gender, and possibly sibling group size. These criteria are compared to a home's current capacity, their preferences, and their licensing, and then the results are plotted onto a map, allowing your staff to narrow down the choices based on location. So let's take a peek at how all of this works. This is my demo site, and I'm going to show you the first way to launch HomeMatch. On the left side of your screen under Homes is this little HomeMatch button. So if we just click on that, this takes us right into it. So because this is manual, we need to fill in all the information about the home for our group or our child. And so you'll complete all the information, number of kids, or the number in the group, maximum age you want for the home, the worker that might be overseeing this, the county potentially, what type of provider, specific types of service that provider will be able to offer. And then there are some other options you can indicate for your search. And then once you're complete with this information, you'll click on Show Matching Homes. And then below, you'll see all the matching homes. And before I get into explaining all of this, I'm actually going to take you back to my home page. And I'm going to, or my workspace, I'm going to show you a second way to access HomeMatch. If you go to a case, it could be a current case, or if you go to a referral, and let's choose June for our example today. On the left side of these case screens, you'll see the hyperlinks available homes for case and available homes for group. So we know June has a group, a sibling group. So we're going to select the available homes for the group because we want to keep them together. So here we are back in HomeMatch. But what's different is you can see Extended Reach has automatically filled in all of this information because we already have this information. So since that's already complete, the other thing we don't need to do is click on Show Matching Homes. So the matching homes are already down here. So let's scroll down and talk about the map, the mapped results. The first thing I do want to point out, I'm going to scroll down a little bit further, is talk about this legend. This is basically explaining how the map works. So there are a couple of icons here. The blue pin indicates the agency. The red pin indicates the licensed foster homes. And inside of each of those pins is a number, and that indicates the number of beds available. So in this case, it would be 3 for this pin. There is an exclamation point, and that indicates that the address is missing or can't be located. And this little squiggly line indicates the location on the map is approximate. So if we scroll back up, I want to talk a little bit about this center map at piece. So right now, the map is centered around the referring organization. So if you have a case, the map will be centered around or centered at the current home or the current placement. Because this is a referral, we have the referring agency as the map being centered at. If we were starting from a manual home match, this map would be centered at your agency. You are always able to delete this and put a new address in there, and maybe the new address is a school or a birth mom, something like that, and then you'll just click on recenter, and that will allow the map to recenter around that location. So if we go down to the map itself, a couple things I want to point out. I can click on that X to close it out. I can click on this plus sign to zoom in. I can click on this negative sign, minus sign to pan out. I can take my cursor, see it's an arrow now. If I put it on the map, it becomes a hand. If I click down on my mouse and hold it down and drag it across my table, I can make the map move. If I click on one of these pins, I can get the information about that home. So we can see a little bit of information here. If I scroll down a little bit, we have this kind of cool thing here. This is a Google map, and we can actually see the home in its neighborhood. Going back up to this little piece of information, if we wanted to know more than what's provided in this little box, we would just click on this blue hyperlink, and this takes us right into the Extended Reach home page or home screen. This is the general information, but remember licensing and compliance, all of that information is great information to have when you're deciding where to place a child. And then if you just click the back button, this takes you right back to that map. Another way to configure or manipulate the information you've received is this box over here on the right. These systems telling us they found 11 homes that match our criteria. These homes didn't have addresses, so we could click on those and get back into the system and figure out where their homes are located, or we can just work with the information here. If we go clear to the right, currently these homes are organized by distance from our centered location. And remember, our centered location is the referring agency. So if we wanted our new center to be our agency or maybe the school, we would click on recenter, and then these home order would change. If we go over here to city, let's say we wanted it to be organized by city, we would click on that arrow. If we wanted it to be by alphabetical order, we could click on that arrow. And if we wanted it to be organized by number of beds, this is ascending order, or if we wanted it to be the other direction, descending order, we could click the arrow the other direction. And of course, by clicking on any of these hyperlinks, this takes us right back into Extended Reach, and we can see all the information about that home. So we have talked about what the HomeMatch program is, concept. We have talked about launching HomeMatch in the 2 different locations. We've talked about how to use it and how to work with those mapped results. I hope the video has been helpful. I appreciate your time and have a great day. Take care.